How's it going? Don Scissor here, bringing you the first playthrough on the channel, which is gonna be a Pokemon Soul Silver randomizer Nuzlocke. For you guys that don't know the rules yet, I'm gonna explain them in the beginning. So first, the randomizer rules. Basically what I did is I randomized everything in the game. So my starters are gonna be randomized, you'll find out wild Pokemon will be randomized. Field items are going to be randomized. Trainer classes are going to be randomized as well. So they're just gonna have random names and stuff like that. And what I also did is I added a 20% level increase on the trainers. Basically because we're not gonna battle the static Pokemon like Pidgeys and Hoothoots and whatever. So we're gonna level up a really, way quicker than we should do. So that's why I increased that, so that we don't get it too easy in this game. I do want to have a challenge, and that's more fun for you guys to watch as well. Regarding the Nuzlocke rules, basically what that means is you have to catch each and every single Pokemon, or each first Pokemon you encounter on a new route. If you already have that Pokemon, or if it's a dupes class or species, being for example you have a Charmander, you fight a Charizard, you don't have to catch that one. If a Pokemon faints, whether that's in battle or during grinding, you have to either release it or put it in a special box where it can never be used again. And you have to nickname each and every single Pokemon you get. So that's a quick explanation of the rules. Normally this would be a choose my starter episode, but you guys might know this is the first playthrough. So I don't have a lot of subscribers yet, so it's not certain that I'm gonna get reactions on this video. So what I did is I let people choose for me what my starter would be, so that we could start the video off right away. Of course I'm going to show you the starter options, and I'm going to explain to you what has been picked and why it has been picked. So here we go. The first option is Sableye, the dark type Pokemon, Togekiss, the normal type Pokemon, and Vulpix, the fire type Pokemon. The first Pokemon that wasn't chosen was Sableye. Basically, I don't have a reason for why they didn't pick it. I guess they just didn't like it. So it was between Togekiss and Vulpix. To be fair, I was hoping they would pick Togekiss for me, because Vulpix I've already used that quite a few times. And yeah, for myself, not on the channel obviously, but just for my own personal gaming experience. And Togekiss I haven't used that much, and not in draft leagues either. And I have Ninetales in my AABL team right now. And luckily, I can tell you guys, Togekiss was the pick of the people for my starting Pokemon. So without further ado, let us pick Togekiss over here. And there we go. Like I said, we have to nickname each and every single Pokemon we get. So we're gonna have to nickname our Togekiss here as well. And let's see what we're gonna call it. I'm gonna call it Flinchy, I think. Because Togekiss is a master in getting those flinches. Yeah, Flinchy. Yep, like it. So we're gonna roll with that one. Is Flinchy the nickname you want to give? Yes. So I decided to play this game, the randomizer, in Soul Silver. The reason for that being that Soul Silver is a game I really like. It's actually one of my favorites. And the fun part of this is, as soon as you get the Pokeballs, you get a lot of options right away to catch different Pokemon. I think there's Route 29, which we'll go to first in a minute. Then there's Route 30, where you can catch a Pokemon. Up on Route 29 there's another patch of grass as well. And up on Route 30 there's another 2 options as well. So if we're doing this correctly, then we could already add a full team of 6. Which I'm not looking forward to actually, because full team of 6 means we have to switch a lot to get the experience. But it's good to have the options at least, so in case Pokemon faints that we can replace it right away. Because I hope I'm not going to get any deaths in this game obviously, but if the randomizer did its job correctly, then we should get at least a couple of them, because I'm not going to over level too much. Like I said, I want it to be a challenge and not just an easy let's play kind of vibe to it. So that's what we're going to look forward to. And here we go. So we're going to quickly have to go to our mom first. I'm obviously playing this game on an emulator. I could speed things up with the speed up button so that we could pass through this, but in the normal games you don't have that option either, so I'm not gonna use that option for me. My mom here basically just wants to give us the Poke Gear, so there we go. Normally I will be discussing what they're saying, but this is an introduction, so that's why I'm talking myself a little bit more. So you will find out later in the game that I will be voicing those dialogues as well. For the important characters, I will try and give them their own voice. Bear in mind, I'm not a native English speaker, so I will do my best to give them a different sound and remember that different sound, obviously. But like the normal people, for example this girl over here, I'm not going to talk to her obviously, but if I would talk to her, she would just have a normal voice. She's not following us in the game, so there's no reason to give her a special voice and to remember that special voice. So let's see what Elm wants from us before we leave to Mr. Pokemon's house. Because I obviously skipped the beginning what Professor Elm was telling us in his Pokemon lab. What we have to do is we have to go visit Mr. Pokemon's house, which is a friend of his, and we have to pick something up for him. And apparently Professor Elm doesn't have the time, so he gave us a starter Pokemon and just let us go and get it for him. So here we go. So obviously Pokemon are randomized. We cannot catch them yet because we don't have any Pokeballs, but we can find out what is in this patch of grass. A Venomoth. Wouldn't be too bad actually. I'm gonna check out what Flinchy has before getting into this battle because I haven't checked the summary for it yet. So let's do a quick recap of that. So Flinchy is rocking a modest nature and with the hustle ability, so that's kind of bad. I was hoping for Serene Grace, but I don't have that option for it, so we have to roll with this. Lowers accuracy, so we could get in some difficult times because obviously what we don't want is that we're gonna miss a move and that we're gonna get killed. But again, like I said, I wanted the challenge, so here you go. That's part of the challenge. We're rocking Sky Attack, Extreme Speed, Aura Sphere, and Air Slash. So yeah, modest nature, not being that good for it. Obviously for the Air Slash it is, and for the Aura Sphere, but not for the Extreme Speed and the Sky Attack. So it could be worse. But then again, I'm not gonna complain. We have a fully moveset of 4 moves right away. So that's good. We have a lot of different cover options, so we're not gonna get blown away, I should think. If it happens that I do get killed before I get the Pokeballs, that is okay, because the Nuzlocke doesn't start before we get the Pokeballs. So I can just basically do my thing over here, and if we get a crit or whatever, it doesn't really matter right now. Obviously I don't want it to happen, but if it does happen, I'm not gonna feel too bad about it. We do get poisoned here from this Seadra, so that's a thing to know, but it's okay. I'm just gonna do Extreme Speed again. There we go. I am gonna go back to Professor Elm's lab just to heal up from the poison, because I don't want that poison to drain me down too much in case you can't run away from a battle. So I'm gonna quickly run back. I do have potions, but it's just easy to go back for it. So sorry to do that, guys. This episode, or this series, I'm gonna tell you as well, because we're still in the introduction bit a little bit, is gonna be a Monday, Wednesday and Friday series, so it's gonna be up on the channel 3 times a week, and you can look forward to episodes being around the 30-minute mark. Sometimes could be a little bit longer, depending on if we're in an important battle or if we just need to do one more part before we can end the video. Sometimes might be a little bit shorter, for example, if I already did everything in the game and we're gonna experience something new. I just want to save that for the next episode, obviously, so we can all see that in one go. So my lowest what I want to get is like 25, and the max, hopefully, unless we get a challenge, it's gonna be like 35. So you can look forward to that. And maybe sometimes in between I will do an extra episode, but for now, basically because I'm starting it as well, I'm just gonna keep it on the Monday, Wednesday and on the Friday, so that we do have it 3 times on the week on the channel, so you can look forward to that. Don't have to miss a lot on it. In the weekends, what I'm gonna do on the channel is I'm gonna record my team builders and my replays or my live matches, so you can always look forward to having updates on the channel 5 times a week. So for now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna walk to Cherry Grove City. I hope there's something else here as well, but I don't want to get too much information on the possible encounters I can get in this game. So I'm just gonna roll with it, hoping we can avoid a wild battle in this patch of grass. Should be enough. There we go. So I've only seen the Venomoth and a Poliwag. So that's not too bad in both cases. I'm not gonna say what I prefer because we're gonna find out later if that's going to be the two or one of the two that we're gonna encounter. I'm gonna quickly add Togekiss to the layer before I forget that while this old man's talking to us. So there we go. And yep, Togekiss is on that layout. So this guy wants to show us a couple of things, so let's follow him. And he's one of these characters. He is important for this part, but he doesn't show up in later parts of the game. So I'm just gonna give him a normal voice. So tell us, old man, what do you want to show us? This is a Pokemon Center. They heal your Pokemon in no time at all. You'll be relying on them a lot, so you better learn about them. Well, thank God I already know what to do. And that is basic sound. That's fine. This is a Pokemon Mart. They sell Pokeballs for catching wild Pokemon and other useful items. So that's gonna be a good thing as well, because items are randomized in this game. So I could get a lot of money easily, because it's not like an Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, for example, that you get like 30,000 cash right away. So all the money is welcome. And Route 30 is on the top here. Trainers will be battling their Pokemon there. If you go a little farther, you'll see Mr. Pokemon's house. So we already knew that we need to go up north because Professor Elm told us, but luckily this nice old man is telling us where we need to go in case we forgot about that. This is a sea, as you can see. Some Pokemon are found only in water. Well, I think you're gonna find out, mister, that in this randomizer, nothing regarding water Pokemon being only in the water is gonna work for you. Here is my house. For your effort keeping up with me, I'll give you my running shoes. They're still warm. Got you, didn't I? Don't worry, these are brand new. And we get the running shoes, so we can pace it up a little bit more. And go to Mr. Pokemon's house, so that we can get whatever he has for Mr. Elm, or Professor Elm, my bad. And there we go. It just feels better running in this game as well, because it's really slow if you're just using it in a normal pace. So let's see what this guy has for us. I made it. I forgot about one thing. This is another token for me. Take it. Okay, we'll take it. And it's a map card. So in case we ever get lost, or if we really want to find out if we're in a new route, basically the map card will show us if we're in a new route, if we can catch a new Pokemon, and so that's a good thing. Luckily in this game it shows you in the top screen that if you go to a new route, there you go, see, Route 30 we're now entering. So it always gives you the information without having to look at the map card per se, so that's a good thing. And we found the mosaic mail, not really anything useful. So thank you for that, I guess. But then again, that's part of the randomizer. You get randomized items, as I said. So even an email could be randomized. So there we go. We have to deal with it. And let's see what this guy has in store for us. When you follow the path up north, you will see Mr. Pokemon's house. But before you go, let me finish what I have to say. Do you have any apricorns? Apricorn trees bear fruit once a day. I have one of those trees too. I can see that. Apricorns are really something. You can make Pokeballs and other things. They are quite useful. I have a feeling this is meant to be because I have something for you. And surprisingly, he gives us an Apricorn box. Didn't see that one coming, to be fair. With an Apricorn box, you can carry so many Apricorns. You'll be a decent Apricorn collector. Well, I'm not gonna be an Apricorn collector, but because he was a nice guy giving us something, we'll just grab this little Apricorn over here and we're gonna keep it. And there we go. So on we go into Mr. Pokemon's house. Let's see if there's something else. Let's see who this is gonna be. So that's a Coughing, which wouldn't be too bad to join the team. Never really used Coughing before either, so if I would get it, would be a nice addition. Let's just Air Slash, see what happens. We didn't get any misses yet, so I hope I don't jinx myself over here by saying that, but if we can keep it up that way, Togekiss is being a great leader of the team right now. I wanted to get Flinchy up to level 6, because like I said, training levels are increased by 20%. So that means our rival battle, instead of a level 5 Pokemon, he should have a level 6 Pokemon at least. Ursaring also would be a nice attribute to the team. So I'm liking the options that we have over here so far, without having a preference, so that's fine by me. Just have to make sure we don't kill it in the end. And let's see what this is. Scope lens, so I think that's gonna be quite useful. You guys will see why. It is a lens that boosts the holder's critical hit ratio, so I may use it. I'm gonna check in the mart later what we can get for it, because I don't really mind about the crits that much, because we can get them ourselves. And if it sells for a lot, then I might just go with that to get more Pokeballs and items, because I think that's way more useful than having a higher crit ratio. So there we go, another Ursaring, so that's like the most likely encounter so far over here. Professor, or Mr. Pokemon's house, is over here. There's an apricorn over there, but we're not gonna get it. And let's see what this is going to be. You must be Donlo. It was I who sent an email to Professor Elm earlier. Okay, well, here we stand, waiting, and let's see what he has. This is what I want Professor Elm to examine, and we get the mystery egg. So for you guys that haven't played the game yet, the mystery egg usually contains spoilers, a Togepi, but in this game the egg is randomized as well. So in the end, when we get the egg, for you guys that never played Soul Silver, I'm not going to tell you when it is, but when we do get the egg, we can look forward to having a random encounter, from being a starter Pokemon basically to even being a legendary Pokemon in there. So that's something we're going to look forward to later. So now we have Professor Oak over here, and he has something to tell us as well, apparently, because he was waiting there and came up towards us. And with that, I'm Professor Oak, a Pokemon researcher. So you're Donlo. I was just visiting my friend, Mr. Pokemon. I heard you were wanting an errand for Professor Elm, so I waited here. Oh, what's this? A rare Pokemon. I see. You must be helping Professor Elm's research. I think I understand why Professor Elm gave you that Pokemon. You will treat your Pokemon with love and care, it seems. Ah, you seem to be dependable. How would you like to help me out? See, this is the latest version of the Pokédex. It automatically records data on Pokemon you've seen or caught. It's a high-tech encyclopedia. I'd like you to have it. And with that, we get the Pokédex right away from Professor Oak, so thank you very much for that. Still find it weird in this game that Professor Oak has to give it to you and not just like Professor Elm himself, because I don't even think he has the Pokédexes in his office. But luckily, Professor Oak's here to save the day, and with that, we got the mystery egg. Oak talked to us, so we can go back. Flinchy was healed as well, thanks to Mr. Pokemon, and we got a call from Professor Elm. So let's see what he has in store for us. Apparently there's a disaster. What should I do? Oh no! Please, get back here now. So apparently we have to get back as soon as possible. And before we're back, that's gonna take a while. So as you guys can see, there's a question of the day. I will change that every single episode just to have a nice discussion with you guys, and I can look forward to your answers in the comment section down below. The first question of the day is, what is your favorite Pokemon type? For me, don't think it's going to be a surprise to the majority of you people seeing my name is Don Scizor. My favorite type of Pokemon is the Steel type, not just because Scizor, but also for the likes of, for example, Metagross and Skarmory. I just like the vibe that Steel Pokemon have. They have this, in my opinion, really badass look and vibe to them. Usually they're easily to take down because they only have most likely 1 or 2 weaknesses. Could be run very defensively most of the time because they're not run down easily by any Pokemon. And there also some Pokemon in that case are really good offensively, for the likes of Scizor, for example. And as soon as I just saw the Steel types, and looking as well as for Pokemon like Bisharp and Pokemon like that, that is really cool, and I like all of them, so that's why Steel is my favorite Pokemon type. But like I said, I look forward to you guys' favorite types, so leave a comment and I will look at them for sure. So we're already in Cherry Grove City. And over here we get stopped. And this is gonna be our rival in the game. Got a Pokemon at the lab. What a waste. That's a Pokemon that's too good for a wimp like you. Don't you get what I'm saying? Well, I too have a good Pokemon. I'll show you what I mean. So apparently he sees us like a wimp. And that's why I like in the earlier games, your rival is basically actually a rival instead of being more like a friend. And this is what I mean. Now he's called Breeder Malcolm and he only has a Parasect, which as you can see is level 6. So nothing too special here, we can just air slash it. Flinchy hits it, no miss whatsoever, and we get the kill right away. So easy battle. What I did is I didn't select the option for my rival to have a starter Pokemon follow him through the game. So that means he should have a different Pokemon each time, besides only having a Parasect as his starter every time. So we also get money from that, so that's nice. Do you want to know who I am? I'm going to be the world's greatest Pokemon trainer. Okay, so even though he lost with that easy amount, basically I didn't even have to break a sweat, he still thinks he's gonna beat me, so good luck with that guy. Give it back. That's my trainer card. Oh no! You saw my name. And with that, he just... Basically, we're just actually a wimp by giving it back, apparently, but... Oh well, we saw his name. And now we can really go back to the professor and hand him the mystery egg in a minute. So, but like I said, like I was discussing a little bit, the rival battles I think are way better. They know to heal you up every time and stuff like that, and it gives a true meaning to the rival instead of just being like more friends and going through it like that. So I like that part of the game, which also made it contribute that I chose Soul Silver as my starting game. And apparently there's a police officer here who wants to talk to us, so let's see what he has to tell us. Who are you? We are investigating the case of the missing Pokemon here. Rule number 1. Whoever did it will come back to the site. Oh my, so you must be the one who did it? Question mark. No we didn't, sir, and I think Lyra, our friend here, is gonna save us. Hold on a second. He has nothing to do with it. I saw it. There was a red-haired boy looking into the building. So there you go, sir. It wasn't me at all. Why would I steal it if I would have gotten my starter here anyway? What? You battled a boy like that? He must be the one who did it. Did you happen to get his name? Well, luckily he was an idiot and dropped his trainer card, so I did. And his name is Stefan. The reason why I'm giving my rival this name is because Stefan is a good friend of mine. I've been playing Pokemon with him for quite a while now, I think a couple of years. And I'm also in their draft leagues with him, and so it's just okay for me and makes quite sense to me to give my rival the name Stefan. Thanks for helping my investigation. My next assignment is to search for this red-haired individual. Well, okay, police officer, good luck with that. Don't think you're gonna catch him because he's way ahead of you, but I guess good luck. I'm glad they understand you are innocent. See you later. Well, okay, that was quick. But then again, Lara, thanks, because otherwise police officer would have had more issues with us. Don't know. This is terrible. Oh yes, what was Mr. Pokemon's big discovery? So there we go. We'll give him the mystery egg, which he was looking. You didn't know that. Huh? This is an egg, isn't it? This egg may be something I've never seen. Still, it's just an egg. Mr. Pokemon is also always fascinated by eggs. Well, since he gave it to us, we might as well find out what secret it holds. I'll keep it for a while to find out about the egg. Well, that's what he wanted, right? What? Professor Oak gave you a Pokédex? Is that true? That's incredible. He's superb at seeing the potential of people as trainers. Whoa, I knew you were a little different. Things are going to be fun. Your Pokemon seem to really like you, so why don't you take the Pokemon Gym Challenge? If you manage to defeat all the gym leaders, you'll eventually challenge the Pokemon League champion. Or not. You're so funny, Elm. Becoming the champion is not at all easy, but you can certainly challenge Violet City's gym. So, is he saying that I'm just a newbie and should be able to take that down? Or is he burning Violet City's gym leader saying that he's way too easy? Don't know that yet, so we'll find that out later once we get to that part, if it's really that easy or if it's actually going to be a challenge. Apparently we have to talk to our mom, so that's fine by me. So here we go. Mom's right here. And in we go. And let's see what our mom wants to tell us. Okay, I'll help too. What can I do for you? I know. Every time you receive prize money, I'll save some of it for you. On a long journey, money's important. Do you want me to save your money for you? No I don't, cause what I just want with my money is we're gonna need potions and stuff like that, like frequently, and I don't want some of my money going to my mom and risking the option of her using that. What I'm gonna do, guys, is I'm gonna quickly save the game, cause like I mentioned in the beginning, I am playing this on an emulator. And sometimes emulators do get the tendency of like having glitches in them. I've tested the game before I started recording and I didn't run into the glitches at that point, so that's a good thing. But I don't want to take a risk of it happening right now and just losing all the necessary information that I've built up and the progress that we made. So there we go, we did save the game. So there's only one thing for us left to do in this episode, and I'm going to take you guys towards that part. And that's Lyra over here. She's just playing with her Meryl, and she spots us. There you are! So let's see what she has in store. Donlau, you can catch wild Pokemon with Pokeballs. Follow me! So I name myself Donlau, basically because that's a nickname I go for in real life as well. That's what inspired the Dawn Scissor nickname. Dawn Scissor didn't fit here obviously when I had to choose my name. So that's why I went with Donlau, because it just fits it even better. Don is just the beginning of the name, and Lau being the first 3 letters of my name, so that's why I went with that. So she's gonna show here how good her Meryl actually is by weakening this Rattata. I had the option of changing this part, but I thought, well, there's no need for me to randomize this part, doesn't add anything, so might as well keep it like that. So as you can see, his HP is down, so she's gonna throw a Pokeball. So seen this quite a few times, I'm sure you guys have as well, so anything too special over here. But it's good that they show it, because in these games the only word, this was like Soul Silver, so that was the start of the franchise. So it makes sense that they're gonna show you how to throw a Pokeball in case this was your first game ever. So there we go, she caught a Rattata, and if that's a Nuzlocke randomizer for her, it's not a good start for her, but I don't think she plays that game this way. See? Just like that. It's better to lower your target's HP more than I did, or make it sleep or something. You can try all kinds of things to see what works. I'll give you these. Good luck! So there we go, you guys, we got the Pokeballs right now, which means the Nuzlocke has officially started. Which means the next episode we will be doing the encounters, and we only get 5 Pokeballs, so I hope the first encounter we have is not going to be a difficult one, and so that we can catch that, then run to Cherry Grove City and get some more Pokeballs over here. As you can see, Lyra just takes off and leaves us to be over here. Without further ado, you guys, I'm going to end this episode right now. Make sure if you guys want to leave a like and a subscription to the channel, I would really appreciate that. Like I said, I will be looking at your comments and I will be replying to them as well. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you liked this episode, and I hope to see you guys on the next video as well.